I tell people to move their bodies every single day, but maybe you don't know why I tell people that. I'm going to jump to that story in a moment, but first, the time is about 6:26 in the morning. I've been up since about 4 o'clock. The project team are doing some client cutover work, and it's really important that we get this. So when you're a project manager or a business analyst, understand that some of the work that you have to do is go without sleep and do the work and make sure that you're performing high quality. I haven't done my workout yet, but I'm going to do that soon enough. Here we go. When I was in high school, I ate all sorts of junk food, as American kids often do, and I put on a lot of weight. I think at my top in high school, so imagine like 16 years old, I was about 220 pounds, really fat teenager. Unfortunate, but that's what it was. As I was getting to the end of high school, so around 17, 18, I decided I wanted to make a change. And I started to skateboard because I was in a punk rock band, and that's what we do. So I used to skateboard for hours and hours and hours, and over the course of about a year, year and a half, I probably dropped 60 pounds, right? So I went from about 220 pounds down to about 160. So that's 60 pounds, yeah. And then over college, I didn't really work out, but I didn't overeat because, that's just whatever. And after university, so now talking about 22 years old, that's when I got really physically fit. And that also coincided when my old band was at its peak. So I wanted to look the part of a rock star. And I got to about 155 pounds. I was really toned. I was running all the time, huge amounts, doing lots of push-ups, sit-ups, basically calisthenic exercises, right? And then when I moved to Australia, I kept that up for a little while. We were young, my wife and I, we were busy working, so on and forth. And then we had kids, and then reality and life happened. And I got really busy with my business, and I stopped working out. And I didn't notice it. I felt it, but I didn't notice it. And then what happened was, because I always use apps to track the amount of exercise that I do, I realized one year that I had run like 4 miles and I probably did like 5 push-ups, and I was like, holy shit, like no wonder everything's feeling tight, no wonder I have no energy, all this stuff, like my body was totally out of whack. And I decided, all right, I'm gonna get back into running. And for me, running's always been a thing, so I just picked up where I left off. I started to do swimming, and it's been a journey. It's been about 4 or 5 years. I haven't dropped all the weight because I went from, when I moved to Australia, I was about 155 pounds, and I think I probably went up to about 230 again, which is unfortunate. I'm sitting at about 198, which is not bad, but I have to get back down to about 165, 170. It looks a lot different at 40 odd years old than it did at 20 something, but the point being, from my own experience, you gotta move your body every single day. And there's a whole saying that says, how do you get wisdom through experience? How do you get experience making bad decisions? And I can tell you that when you don't move your body every single day, what happens is your body shows it. You look like someone who doesn't move. Whatever the problems that you have, they're manifesting inside of you. So if you want to be a world-class project manager, business analyst, or just a world-class version of yourself, make sure that you're moving your body every single day. Good luck. Keep watching the journey.